Hi, I'm Colin Power, the Climbing Category Director here at Black Diamond, and this year for Spring 21, we have updated and brought a few new features to some of our most popular harnesses. We're gonna go through all of these bad boys. This, of course, is not our entire harness line. These are just the new ones for Spring 21. We're gonna go through them one by one, so get ready. So new for Spring 21, we've updated the Zone harness, both the men's and women's, of course, more than just a color update this time. We've added some new features to this harness. This is a great all-round harness, kind of billed as our high-end sport climbing harness. Before we came out with the AirNet, now the AirNet harness has really elevated that position. So this is really a great general sport climbing harness and really good for alpine climbing, glacial travel, really anything, trad climbing, of course. It's always had these ice clipper slots. So that's what's really made it a really versatile harness through the years with the Zone. But this year we added a couple new features. We added the Infinity Belay Loop, which we borrowed from the AirNet harness. This is a one-piece continuous seamless belay loop, which is really, really cool, especially if you're dogging a route and you're hanging on your harness. Sometimes that lip on a traditional belay loop can catch, and then if it shifts, you have you have a heart attack. So the Infinity Belay Loop, the seamless belay loop, is really, really great. We also added a 5th gear loop at the back, which really rounds out this harness, so you can clip your belay device if you're trad climbing, or your knife, or your belay gloves, or what have you on the back with the 5th gear loop. Of course, 4 pressure molded gear loops we've always have on the BD harnesses, classic, best gear loops on the market. The construction is the same as it has been with the Fusion Coupler construction that has 3 bands that distribute the load across the waist and the legs. Speed buckle harness on the waist. Fixed legs, of course, on this harness, as well as the solution. A lot of people don't like the extra buckles, so really it reduces the weight and the complexity. The men's and the women's, of course, there's more than just a color difference. The women's has a different aspect ratio between the waist and the legs, also has a different rise. So the women's version of the Zone is actually different harnesses designed to fit a women's body better. So really, really psyched with the awesome upgrades to the Zone, sticking with the same price as its current. So a couple new features, same price, and as well, the packaging. So the old packaging looked like this. This is a women's old packaging of the Zone with this cardboard wrap and this bag. And we got some feedback that this wrap gets a little bit beat up, and it's hard to put the harness back in the bag if somebody were to take it out and then try it. So we've updated to a bigger bag. The zipper is color-coded to the color of the harness inside. We got a nice, easy to see header card here with a nice big image of the harness, so you can tell what's inside, if it's men's or women, what the size is, what the color is. On the back, there's lots of really great consumer-facing feedback, some details with the weight, what this harness is for, specific features of the harness. So updated packaging for the Zone for Spring 21.